Hello, and welcome to Speakeasy, the podcast that helps you learn English through real, everyday conversations. I'm your host, Alex, and every week we talk about topics from daily life in simple, clear English. So whether you're on the bus, cooking dinner, or just relaxing, you're in the right place.
And I'm Maya. I started learning English 6 years ago, and trust me, listening to podcasts was one of the best things I ever did. So I'm really happy to be here with you today.
That's so true, Maya. And today's topic is one that every single person on Earth can relate to, the daily routine. We all have one. We all follow some kind of schedule every day. So today, we're going to talk about our mornings, our afternoons, our evenings, and we'll also teach you lots of useful vocabulary along the way.
Exactly. And don't worry if you don't catch every word. That's completely normal. Just listen, relax, and enjoy. You can always replay parts you don't understand. Now, Alex, let's get started. Tell me, what time do you usually wake up?
Oh, great question to start with. I wake up at around 6:30 in the morning. I know some people think that's very early, but I actually love the mornings. There's something really peaceful about the world before everyone else is awake. Section 2. Morning Routine.
6:30. Wow, you're an early bird, Alex. I'm the opposite. I'm a total night owl. I usually wake up at 8, sometimes 8:15 if I hit the snooze button too many times.
Oh, I think most people can relate to the snooze button. Okay, so after I wake up, the first thing I do is drink a glass of water. It's really important to hydrate first thing in the morning. Then I go for a short run, about 20 to 30 minutes. Nothing too intense, just enough to wake up my body.
That's very healthy. I wish I could do that, but honestly, running in the morning is not for me. When I wake up, I go straight to the kitchen to make coffee. That's my #1 priority. Before anything else, coffee first, everything else second.
I completely understand. So after my run, I take a shower, get dressed, and then I have breakfast. I usually eat something light, maybe some oatmeal with fruit or eggs and toast. I'm not someone who can skip breakfast. If I do, I can't concentrate at all.
Interesting. I used to skip breakfast all the time, but now I try to eat something, even if it's small, like a yogurt or a banana. Actually, one thing I always do every morning, and this is a habit I started about 2 years ago, is read for 15 minutes. Just 15 minutes. It helps me feel calm before a busy day.
Oh, I love that habit. What do you read? Books? News?
Mostly novels. I find that reading news in the morning can make me feel stressed before the day even starts, so I prefer to read something fictional, something that takes me to another world for a little while.
That makes total sense. Okay, so listeners, let's ask you. Are you a morning person or a night owl? What does your morning look like? Think about it. Maybe even pause the podcast and say it out loud in English. That's great speaking practice. Section 3, Work and Study Time. All right, so after our morning routines, most of us move into work or study time. I work from home, so I sit down at my desk around 8:30 or 9 o'clock. I try not to check my phone first thing. Instead, I write a short to-do list of the 3 most important things I need to do that day. Just 3 things. That keeps me focused.
Oh, that's a great tip. I'm the opposite. I immediately check my messages and emails when I start working, and then I lose an hour just replying to things. I really need to change that habit.
It's a very common trap. Many productivity experts say you should do your most important work first before you open emails, because email puts you in a reactive mode. You're responding to other people's priorities, not your own.
That's so true, and I've read about that too. I work at a company, so I go into the office most days. My commute takes about 45 minutes by train. Honestly, I actually enjoy the commute. I listen to podcasts, English podcasts, of course, and I feel like that time is really productive.
That's brilliant! The commute is actually perfect for language learning. You're doing it right, Maya. So, for our listeners, if you're commuting to school or work, use that time. Listen to English. It adds up really fast. Just 30 minutes a day is over 180 hours a year.
Wow, that's a powerful way to think about it. Okay, so I get to the office around 9. I have meetings in the morning, usually team meetings, sometimes one-on-one meetings with my manager. Then I have lunch at around 1 o'clock. Do you take a proper lunch break, Alex?
I try to. It's easy when you work from home to just eat in front of your computer, but I've learned that's not good for your mind. I try to step away from my desk, eat slowly, and maybe take a short walk after lunch. Even 10 minutes of fresh air helps so much.
I agree. We have a nice cafeteria at our office, so I usually eat with my colleagues. It's a nice way to relax and also practice casual conversation, because at work, the conversations are often quite formal.
That's a good point. And for English learners especially, casual conversation is sometimes harder than formal language because people speak faster and use a lot of slang and idioms. We'll do a whole episode on that soon. Section 4, Evening Routine.
Okay, so let's fast forward to the evening. I usually finish work at around 6 o'clock. Then I go home, and honestly, the first thing I do is change out of my work clothes. There's something so satisfying about putting on comfortable clothes after a long day at work.
Oh, absolutely. That's a universal feeling. I think everyone understands that. The moment you get home and change into something comfortable, you instantly feel more relaxed.
Exactly. Then I cook dinner. I really enjoy cooking, so it's not a chore for me. It's actually a way to de-stress. I put on some music, pour myself a glass of something cold, and just enjoy the process. I usually cook for about 45 minutes to an hour.
That sounds wonderful. I'm not much of a cook, honestly. I try to meal prep on Sundays, so I make big portions of things like rice, roasted vegetables, and some protein. Then, during the week, I just put it all together quickly. It saves so much time.
Oh, meal prep is such a smart idea. Maybe I should try that. After dinner, I usually watch something on TV, a series, a documentary, or sometimes a film. And here's something funny. I almost always watch in English now, even though I could watch in my own language. It's just become a habit.
That's such a powerful habit for language learning. You're learning without even thinking about it. For our listeners, this is a tip we really recommend. Watch shows and movies in English, with English subtitles if you need them. Over time, reduce the subtitles and challenge yourself.
Yes, I started with subtitles in my own language, then switched to English subtitles, and now I mostly watch without any subtitles. It took about 2 years, but now I can follow most conversations without reading the text. It's such a good feeling.
That's a great progression. 2 years sounds long, but if you think about it, that's just a little bit every day. And suddenly you look back and realize how far you've come. What do you usually watch in the evenings, Maya?
Right now, I'm watching a crime drama. It's really intense. I love crime shows because the dialogue is very expressive. There are a lot of emotions, a lot of arguments, and people speak in very different ways. It's actually great for learning natural English.
Totally agree. And crime dramas often use very descriptive language, lots of adjectives, strong verbs. It's rich content for learners. Section 5, Night Routine and Wind Down. Okay, so the final part of the day, bedtime. I have a pretty consistent night routine. Around 9:30, I start to wind down. That means I stop using my phone and computer. The blue light from screens makes it harder to fall asleep. I make a cup of chamomile tea and I read for about 20 or 30 minutes.
That sounds very healthy and disciplined. I have to be honest, my night routine is not always that organized. Sometimes I'm scrolling through my phone until midnight, and then I wonder why I'm tired the next morning.
Oh, we all do that sometimes, but I've noticed such a big difference in my sleep quality when I don't use my phone before bed. I sleep much more deeply and I feel much more energized in the morning.
You know what? You're inspiring me to change my night routine. Maybe I'll try it this week. No phone after 10 o'clock.
Do it, and let our listeners know. Try it too. Pick one small change in your daily routine this week. It doesn't have to be big. Maybe wake up 15 minutes earlier, or drink one more glass of water, or read for 10 minutes before bed. Small habits make a huge difference over time.
I love that. Small steps, big results. And honestly, that's exactly how language learning works too, right? Every single day, just a little bit. A few new words, a few minutes of listening, and after a year, after 2 years, you won't recognize how far you've come.
Section 6, Closing and Outro. Okay, everyone, we're coming to the end of today's episode. Let's do a very quick recap of what we talked about: morning routines, work and study habits, evening activities, and how to wind down at night. We also learned a lot of really useful vocabulary along the way.
And here's a little challenge for you before the next episode. Write 5 sentences in English describing your daily routine. You don't need to be perfect. Just try. Write it down, say it out loud, or even record yourself. That's one of the best ways to practice.
I love that challenge. And if you'd like to share your routine with us, you can find us on social media. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for listening to Speak Easy. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with a friend who's also learning English. That's the best way to help us grow.
Thank you for spending this time with us today. Remember, every minute you spend listening to English is a step forward. Be patient with yourself, be consistent, and enjoy the journey. We'll see you next week.